Instinct says to run. Sticking around will be way more fun to me. There's something new to see. What are we doing here? What do I want? But it doesn't have anything to do with me. You're like an old relic from my past. I've seen you. I get to that little fork right there, you know? And then it's like, do I want to go toward the unknown or towards the place I know? And, isn't that the real fucking line of life? It's no wonder they took music out of school. Replaced it with sports. Win, 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 win. It's totally different than, here's some framework. And with it, you're going to discover. And that's way more being a child, isn't it? I love to discover. It's made me quite comfortable here and now. Able to recognize love and hurt and all of that which I have no power over. But not things, not possessions, fancy homes, nice cars. We bend clock towers everywhere, keep track of the time. I think of those things like I think of trains and sorts. Look at the utility of a train. Now imagine what life happened. Imagine the sight. On a clear October night. In the midst of your people's biggest fight. You knew you couldn't stop that thing. But your honor, I will die trying. That's something. And it ought not be killed off. Piece of you. And so I go back to that which I knew. start the clock again. I can't turn the camera off and get back that which I feel. So, good teachers along the way. If I could find any of those. What did that take to write? To choose that over that. Why not go back? Because forward feels right, doesn't it? Do you have to go somewhere else? And sometimes, most of the time, that's where we all fuck up. Vulnerable. I think it's what I like about myself the most. Despite what I know you think of me. Through your eyes, I see. Where to go next? Here. They said it doesn't matter. I can play it the way I always do. The way I knew, the way it felt when I first saw you. But I don't know what to do with this anymore. It's like a great big open sore. I wish I'd never closed that door, but I know here and now is where I'll be. I'm looking through you inside society. I hope they didn't crush all of your dreams once. They built me up and made me grow. Look, see what could be, who was living inside of me. Why'd I run so many times? Why'd I say those stupid things? Life's outrageous crimes, but I don't know, no, why I go back where I came. I don't need that shit that you did in pain. It's insane. How we treat each other, man. Whoa, it's really good. It's really good for me. It's really good for me to be me in front of you. You can feel the difference, right? How it feels like in the pocket and then it doesn't feel in the pocket. Everything in life actually feels that way. And you know it. I'm not full of shit. That's when you come up against the programming, man. See that freaking tree right there? That's the dream. Not the concrete tower behind of it. Behind of it. What are words anyways? How about the shade above me? And who cares? about a little sap? Sap is where it's at, baby. At least it doesn't. At least it doesn't. Yeah. Sting or anything. Sap is the way to go. This is the pursuit of me in you. It takes a lot to be a star. You notice how our universe only has one? With great big giants out there balancing the star. And we might all fly apart without what's being done for us that we don't even care for, appreciate, no, think about for a fucking moment. And we want to burn it all down. And I don't think that's all wrong either. It is a lovely thing to be able to sit right here without anyone or anything trying to eat me. What a freaking place for creativity. And maybe that's what it is we're trying to build. And the other side of the equation is this is the great prison cell, man. With guards who are also prisoners. Just a little tiny bit of incentive and they'll stay in check. And they'll rule everyone else below them, perceivably, until the revolt. But that doesn't normally lead to a good thing other than a new beginning. And the same old game that's been played for a long time. So it actually does take a cataclysm. An asteroid will change everything. I pray for an asteroid. God will send one when he sees fit, you know? Until then, it doesn't matter what I say. I just can't stay here every yesterday. Keep on acting out the same, the way that I act out every time. Try to pick you up, falling stars, man. That's as I pick it up. It's being like in tune, man, like the sun and Jupiter. Balance, yin, yang. We've been trying to figure out how to share these things with each other. I think that's what we're really doing. But while you're there, with all the doors closed and the windows locked up tight, there lurks in the night something that would make everything just right. And your life could be a freaking adventure. Yeah, I don't like that. So, a little tiny restriction is nice. And the proper defense when some idiot makes a freaking really bad decision. And now I understand the sword. Trains change everything. So it doesn't matter what you say. Just can't stay here every yesterday and keep on acting out the same, the way that we act out every time I try to pick you up like falling sand. So I stop, pick you up, run away through my clutching, way through my clutching hands. find that part. Trust. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and all your soul, man. At the end of the day, I think that's all there is. I'm vulnerable, and I like it. It feels natural. I'm not afraid of death. Some terrible thing could happen right now. That would be okay. I know enough to know it probably got nothing to do with me anyway. Should have just kicked the cat. Thanks, Sig. I used to wear deodorant. Never do anymore. I've come to enjoy the way I smell. And I know when I don't eat very well, that's something worth knowing. I don't show up at the doctor's office surprised about my condition, saying, "Here, doc, handle my problems for me. I deserve better than this." Actually, I drink and I smoke. That's been going on for thousands of years. And every once in a while, I enjoy a Coke. But it's kind of like a prostitute. Too much. And you can't fucking hear what's going on anymore. And I imagine it like looking at a train, saying, "I can't stop that thing. But I'd give anything to have my ancestors' dream." And I understand the Garden of Eden, man, and how it doesn't stop 100 years ago or 1,000 years ago, and it's nothing new, you guys. The message is love. And when are you gonna when are you gonna get it? Because you know it's right and it's what you want, and you think you can fill it up with every kind of joy in the night, but it ain't there. It ain't there. It ain't never gonna be there, man. So I put all that I used to put into all that right here. And I avoid it. And I love the connection. But I see so much in this world that I can't do a damn thing about. And so much of me that needs my attention. And the selfishness that comes from that. So whatever it is that I'm about, better be good for everybody. And then there's that. And you can always feel all the inspiration creep in, you know. Oh, Shannon, I miss you. Where would it go from there? get lost in the notes, the assistants. They're like, all that matters, actually. And we're out of tune, but no one takes the time out of their busy fucking days, because it's scary as fuck to realize just how far out of tune the music is. And that's why something that's perfectly in tune with nature, like this, sticks. That's why we want to come back to it. Instead of tune up what's right before me. But do I need to tune up everything before me? I'd have a whole bunch of clocks in my house running in perfect sync if I did that. Marble floors, perfectly shined faucets, toilet seats that I could eat off of. There it is. I missed you. How have you been? That sounds much better, doesn't it? And tomorrow I will put back on this world's pretty little face, and I will hustle for you. This is the moment I needed for me to be. And it should be like this every day. That's my conflict. I don't like this machine. It's like trying to tunnel out of prison. And I look at the homeless and I'm like, oh, you broke everything. Without dealing with the pain. Without dealing with the part that was out of tune. You broke it all without tuning up the guitar. You just cut the fucking strings off of it and held an empty box in your hand. And what use is that? Drugs. And then there's drugs. And drugs, I understand completely. Why not? Why not? Why not drug it all away? You look around and you go, this is fucking nonsense. I don't own the building. I own the ground below me. I'm taxed to death. If I fuck somebody and get them pregnant, oh, that'll ruin everything. And if I don't perform and give that entitled human being what they legally deserve for spreading her legs and making a very poor decision herself, it gets straddled on my back. That's the man perspective. And the woman, well, the woman can't find a man to save her fucking life these days. And God forbid what stood before her. She wouldn't know what the fuck to do with it. And that's pretty obvious. I see that every day now. That's why I live this life. Because I don't mind my thoughts. And I'm certainly not going to go in some direction for affection and company so I can fill some empty hole within me that I couldn't figure out what to do with on my own. It just seems parasitic. And I'm not a parasite. But if I could teach a parasite, what would I teach a parasite? You found a home. something to eat. It's warm. There's a reason why you go through millions and millions of years without changing, because you'll just eat the next thing that's dying. My cat will eat my nose as soon as I die. I'm pretty sure of it. Should choose. Could be a way of love. She might have been looking at me for all this time, thinking, I wonder what you taste like. But her approach is far more like a woman's, isn't it? I like the way it feels. But I know what it is. It doesn't matter what you say. I can't stay here every yesterday and keep on acting out. Still not mine yet, you know? It has to be mine. Everything I do has to become mine. And I love trees. And I despise allergies, but I wouldn't have life without trees, so I could have life without allergies. That wouldn't make any sense. I would give up the shade. Below that, everything else that matters. The shade is just a superficial covering to guard me from that which I love most. But what breathes beneath the host is always that which we need most. So I'll put everything back in this neat little place. Wait. I wonder what it's like to watch me. I bet I'm fun to watch. If you're into people watching, you know, I don't know where I stand on entertainment value. My mom's been watching the same movie for years, at least months. Like it's what she wished happened, but it didn't. And there's no access. And there was no access granted ever. Despite the horrors that my mother and her sister And her brothers grew up through what was done to them. And that I get to sit here like this before you oh, I don't have enough faith to be an atheist. No, I don't. Something to be grateful for. And if you can't see that, well, not ready for parole, man. You're not ready for parole. We tried to kill the Jews. Well, good reason. Did it work? No. It'll never work. Look at what they're going through. Simply look at the bloodline of the Rothschild family. I'm pretty sure that they're torturing themselves bad enough. They don't need me to exterminate them. I also don't need to play in your fucking playground. I can find my own, my friend. And you, all your power and your great big trains, I will watch. And if I become too big of a nuisance from where I sit, well, you'll send me back to meet my maker. I can live with that, my friend. I can live with that. I know what hell is. And I'm not going to have anything to do with you and perfection in this place. There isn't. There's just a note. And if the note is good between you and what you do, and you allow love to ensue, whatever happens will be better than anything else that would have happened had you forced, pushed, covered, plumped, had the question we've been asked. Please forgive me. Lord, for all that I have done, I know not what I do, but I'm totally done doing that which I know to be wrong. And then you get back to the perfect song. It's just that little, and you're back where you began. Like traveling around the sun. It's 26. It's fun. It's called acceptance, you guys. There's a great deal of peace in it. It's never going to be right, and it's never been right since we walked out of the Garden of Eden. Since we replaced the divine with words. Oh, what a powerful thing. And as soon as they take hold, now there's choices. And from those choices, a great plethora of things can occur. They will still be searching endlessly for what I stare at right here. This majestic beast has no care for one of my words. Not one. Knows what it's doing, where it's at, and it actually cares. I could plant a garden below that. It's been making for me all the things I need for its whole life. Just waiting for me to show up. Like, gosh, thanks, man. It's nice to have a friend. A friend's nice. But if you're not willing to spend the time in complete solitude, if you're not willing to spend those necessary hours alone in the desert, well, you're not going to know what to do when you get a friend. Right? Especially when your friend shows up with all that's going on out there that they just spend so much time figuring out what to do with. Only to realize there was nothing to do with it. It's a joy, actually. It's a joy to have a friend. It's a joy to be needed. My Aunt Mary was dying in an old folks' home. Everyone in her life, too busy. And everything came to a full stop. And the only thing she could see is death. And the same waking misery day in and day out. And despite the conditions of my mother's life. And the pain my dad has to deal with in his own way. And the shit that he grew up with. It's like I could show up with a lot of judgment. I could just put all that away too. And look at my Aunt Mary's face and see just how happy she is to have people. And see how well she sleeps at night. And to know that her sister's right there. And that this is a fuck ton better than all the structure that prison cell she was in provided. This is the Wild West. Literally. She moved from the East Coast to the Wild West at 82 years old into what must be like living in a tent on the prairie, not knowing what's coming to get you. And the excitement of that, she sleeps like a baby. And she's grateful for every moment she fucking has. And if I don't participate in that dream, well, that would say a lot about me that I wouldn't like about me. And that's worse than anything else that I ever actually want to know. What would Jesus do? Our perfect representation of you and I, because that's all Jesus is. That's why it's not a building, a church, a steeple. All those things are there to guide people so that you don't get lost. Finding your way. But being lost in that which you know is right, hey man, that'll help you sleep through the night. And then you fall off the horse. But you get back up and keep going. Good lessons to learn in life, my friend. There's a lot of good things to know. But don't ever think you're going to know enough. Don't ever think that there's something to be fixed. Acceptance. Acceptance of that which I have no control over. Strength. Like a big old tree. Making a beautiful place for squirrels to play and for birds to nest. while growing soil with a whole host of its guests. Every moment of its life, making everything better for the rest. Doesn't seem much like a sacrifice, I guess. And if you can find joy in life's little pest, hey man, even that guy needs a place to rest. So, at least it doesn't matter what you say. Just can't stay here every yesterday and keep on acting out the same way that we act out in every way. Smile for God and make believe that we never needed any more than this. Any more than this. And at least it doesn't matter what you say. I can't stay here every yesterday and keep on acting out the same the way that we act out. In every way to smile, forgotten, make believe that we never needed, never, ever needed any more than this. That we ever, never, ever needed any more than this. Any more than this. And at least it doesn't matter what you say. I won't stay here another single day and keep on acting out the same, the way that we act out. Every way to smile, forgotten, make believe we never needed any more than this, any more than this. And at least it doesn't matter what you say, just can't stay here every yesterday. Keep on acting out the same, the way that we do. Thank you for sharing this time with me. I appreciate you guys.